Have you ever wondered how do promo jobs really work, or how do people get promo jobs, or how much money do they get paid in a day or a month? Well, stick right here because I'm about to spill it all. Hi guys, welcome to Life with Kabura, and if you're new here, karibu sana. And if you're not new here, thank you for always stopping by. It's always a pleasure creating videos for you guys. So today we are talking about something that probably all of us know about, and if you don't know about it, well, I'm here to tell you all about promo jobs and how you can do to make sure that you increase your chances of getting a promo job when you go to your next interview. So today guys, I'll be reading from this diary right here. I know it's not new to you, and I will try all my level best to cover everything that all of you need to know about promo jobs. So most of you guys I know are wondering, what are promo jobs? Promo jobs are marketing promotion gigs whereby you're promoting like a product, a service, or a brand. You can be standing at a supermarket giving out flyers. You can be at an event sampling the product, or you can be at a roadshow hyping up a certain service or a brand. It just depends. But for one thing that I'm very, very certain about, promo jobs are one of the easiest ways of making money without working too hard. Like they are the easiest ways of making money. You can be at a promo job like a side hustle kind of thing, or it can even be your main hustle. Especially for people like students, promo jobs are just like a side hustle, because most of the time promo jobs are actually on the weekends. So if I'm not working, if I'm not at school during the weekend, most students actually do promo job as a side hustle, and they are one of the easiest ways of making money, the easiest, and for some people, they're the main thing that they do for survival. So it's just like a balance between the two things. So guys, what are the basic requirements of a promo? Well, the basic requirements of a promo, first of all, you need to have an ID, you need to have a good working phone, and you need to be available for the job, because those three things are very, very important, especially like for the phone, because you're using like location apps, you're using specific apps to take the photo while you are at work. So a good phone with a good camera is a necessity. Having your ID is also a necessity, and for some agencies they require you to have an NHIF, NSSF, SHA, KRA, your KRA pin. They also require you to have like a medical certificate, a good conduct. Like, it just varies from agency to agency, but having those things also is very, very important, because when you go to an interview and they require all those things and you have them, you will automatically get the job, unlike someone who doesn't have all those requirements that are needed. Also guys, you also need to, this doesn't apply to every agency, but sometimes they also look at their body size. So I'm just saying, but all chances are so low, And then types of promo jobs. Well, we have in-store, in-bar, events, ushering, exhibitions, roadshows. All those are different types of promo jobs. And for in-store, what I mean by in-store is that in-store are supermarket jobs whereby you find girls standing in the supermarkets trying to sell products, assuming they're selling Jik, Royco, Pepsodent, Colgate, Vitabix. They vary from different products. And then we have in-bar. So in-bar, they do just like the name, like they promote their products in the liquor store, clubs, Yeah, and they promote alcohol most of the time. And then we have roadshows. For roadshow, you've seen like roadshow lorries whereby they have like probably like a specific brand. It can be a radio station. So that's just it. And then we have like exhibitions. So now for exhibitions, you're just like doing ushering, like you're helping. I don't know, I've never really done exhibitions, so I don't know much about exhibition. Let me not dive into that. I don't know much about exhibitions. Then most people ask like how much are you paid daily. So for in-store, I think all those categories they're paid differently because you're committing yourself differently. So for like in-store, you're only working during the day. So for in-store, the payment is from 1,000 shillings to 1,500 shillings every day. But for different companies, people like Coca-Cola get paid more than that actually. And then now for in bar, because you're selling like alcohol during a night, you're paid more. I think you're paid more from 2,000 going onwards. Then for hostessing, ushering, road shows, exhibitions, they're paid a different amount. So you're all in the same field, but you're not paid the same amount of money because you're not doing the same amount of work. You understand? Like, yes, you're promoting, you're selling a product, you're telling people more about the product, but because you're not working in the same field, yes, you're working in the same field, but the terms and the conditions of the work are so different. So the pay also has to be different, but it's a decent pay, a pay that can help you cater for your bills, a pay that can, help you do a few things in your life. So for every job, there are pros and cons, and the pros of promo jobs is that they are very flexible. The working hours are so flexible. You're just working on the weekends, they're not asking you to work every day. You are actually just working on the weekends, so you're probably free most of the weekends. Instead of just staying home, you can just go work, get your money, and then go back to your usual business on the weekdays. Then they have very flexible hours. For instance, for the in-store, you work from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day, or you can work from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. I feel like that's so flexible, very flexible actually. And then you get to network with a lot of people in promo jobs. Like you get, assuming I'm a student, right? The chances of me meeting with another student that's doing the same course as me is very high. And then job connections, so also like you meet someone, they introduce you to their workplace, and then it just goes like that and that and that. So you meet someone, they add you to a group that shares jobs. You see, that's networking in its own way. So it's a win for you anyways. And then the cons, for promo jobs, you'll stand for so long, like especially if you have back problems. I wouldn't advise because you're standing for 8 hours every day, but standing is healthy. Especially kama hawendi gym. Standing can be the best exercise that you'll do. There's children playing outside and they're making a lot of noise, and there's nothing I can do about that. So another con is sometimes you get very moody clients, very moody customers that talk to you rudely. So if you're a sensitive person, that might probably like shake your mood a little bit, but you'll get over it. So there's different kinds of customers everywhere actually. You try talking to someone, you try selling your commodity, and they shrug you off or they tell you something so negative. But all in all, those things happen. So be ready. If you want to start doing promo, be ready to deal with such people. And if you're already doing promos, I'm sure by now you've already learned how to deal with them, And then the third thing is most agencies don't pay on time. They'll pay you late. They won't even communicate. They won't even tell you. So if you're doing promos and you are depending on that, maybe when you get paid, you can try and save a little money for just in case they delay your payment. Assuming they tell you they are going to pay you by date 5, you should already like have a little money with you, so that if they decide to prolong that payment period to like 5 days or a week, you'll be sorted. And then, what are the red flags when looking for jobs? So the red flags that you should always look out for: if someone is telling you to send them money so that they can connect you to a job, that might be a scam. And another thing, if someone is telling you to meet in a very discreet place, that might also be a red flag to watch out for, because for most agencies they have their own offices where they ask you to meet them for interviews, trainings, and anything else that they might need you for. So if anyone is telling you, oh, meet me at town so that I can give you the uniform, and you've not even gone for the training yet, and they're not like the agency where you went for an interview, well, high chances are they might be trying to steal from you. What are the tips of getting hired? Like, how can you increase your chances of getting hired? So the first thing is confidence. If I'm going to give you a job to go and sell for me this diary, I need to be sure that you're confident enough to negotiate with a customer until they buy this diary. So confidence is always the number one thing. That's the number one thing that they always look for when they are hiring promoters. So be confident, wear a smile, be confident. Like, don't stammer when they ask you a question. Like, probably like they ask you a question and you're looking at the ground. No, talk with confidence, look them directly in the eye and answer their questions with confidence. Make sure that you're confident before going to any promo interview, because you might not be experienced, but if you have the confidence in yourself, you probably have the confidence to sell whatever they've sent you in the market to sell. So another thing that they check out for is your dress code. Always make sure that you're dressed casually, but in a smart way, like casual smart. I don't know how to explain it, but even if you're wearing a jeans and a crop top, make sure that it looks so presentable. Yeah, another thing is, don't go there wearing mini skirts or mini dresses, very, very short dresses. Just make sure that you're very, very presentable. Make sure that your hair is very, very neat. Yeah, even if you've not plaited your hair, you can just hold it in a very, very neat manner. Not neatly, I'm not sure if there's a neatly word in English, but in a very, very neat manner. Also, another thing that you need to check up on is punctuality. If they tell you to be an interview at 10:30 a.m., even if you're going to be late, make sure that it's 30 minutes late. You know, that's a very short bracket of time that they won't even look so much into it. But if you're called for an interview at 10:30 a.m. and you get there at 1 p.m., like, that's a joke, you know, you might not even get the job. So if they say it's 10:30, make sure to be there probably at 10:30 or 30 minutes later, not an hour late or an hour 30 minutes late. So another thing you also need to check on is your attitude. Always go there with a positive attitude, a smiley face, and a very, very welcoming body posture. So yeah, another thing that you also need to know is, one thing that most people outlook is a good phone. When you're going for this job, make sure that you have a smartphone that has a good camera, because when you're working, you'll be told to probably like install apps, tracking apps, because most promoters who have done promos before, they know like you'll probably be using apps to take your check-in and check-out photos, apps to fill in your sales. So make sure that you have a good camera, a phone with a good camera, to help you do all those things. Another thing that you need to know as someone that's going to do promos is, you need to have experience. They will always ask you, have you worked this type of job before? If you say yes, they may ask you to pitch and sell for them something that you've already sold before. And if you say no and you're confident, they might actually consider you, because you're already confident. That means that even if we send you out there, you can do the work that we want you to do. So experience is also something that's not always underlooked. Experience is so important. Like, saying that, yeah, I've worked this job before is very, very important. Another thing, is that when you are doing promo jobs, some promo jobs will don't mind you having a wig, other promo jobs won't mind you having natural hair on, like it varies. But if you know that you want to start doing promo jobs, you might actually consider getting yourself black doll shoes, white batangomas, just black and white shoes. Always have them in your wardrobe, and a black trouser. That's one thing that you'll be required to buy when you start doing promo jobs. So with that all said and done, so if you're very, very serious about starting promo jobs, make sure that you have like black doll shoes, white batangomas, and a black trouser. Those are the necessities. I'm not going to lie to you. I forgot to point out something very, very important. Most people will ask you, how do I know about promo jobs when they're being advertised? How will I see those vacancies? So basically, there's promo job groups whereby most promoters, team leaders, they'll post the jobs, they'll post that they need people to work with them and the details needed. And then for most agencies, like, they have Instagram accounts where they post their jobs. It can be on the stories or just on their platform, so you can just like do a little research and find out, and they want people to work for them. So assuming you want to work with PZ Carsons just deals with Carsons products. That is IC. You can just search IC on Instagram and you'll see whenever they have jobs. And if it's for alcohol, I believe also alcohol, it's the same thing. You can just like do some research on the agencies that normally deal with things like Mattel, Hennessy, Singleton, and you can just check them from time to time when they'll be having interviews. But also, if you have friends who do promo jobs, you can just ask them to link you to their team leaders. Anytime they have interviews, maybe they can tell you, and so and on. So yeah. Also, if you want to do promos and you don't know where to begin, assuming you go for shopping and you find like those promoters in the supermarket, don't be shy. Ask them like, how did you get your job? I'm looking for these types of job. How can I get them? Like, it's just easy. Just ask them. They won't lie to you where they got their jobs from, as long as you're being respectful. So another thing that I need to talk about is my own experience as a promo girly, because I recently started doing promos not so long ago. So my experience has been awesome. I think when you've never worked a day of your life and you start doing promos, they're just so nice, because you're not working yourself off every day like a 9 to 5, plus promo jobs are a good source of fast income. That's what I'd say. Like, you get your money. It's money that can actually help you do things in life. So they're very, very good, and the fact that they're very, very flexible, they're a plus for me, because you just get to work for probably like 3 days or 4 days maximum, and yeah, you're getting paid well. And most of the time, if the agency you're working with doesn't ask you for your bank details, they probably pay you through M-Pesa. So that's another convenience, like, you're just getting money through M-Pesa. You don't have to incur the deductions that the bank usually take from your transactions. So it's really, really nice. And when I say they're flexible, I mean, for example, I want to leave when my house is clean and I'm reporting to work at 10 a.m. That means that I can wake up at 7 a.m., clean my house, clean the dishes, shower, prepare probably a meal for the evening, because I don't want to tire when I come back from work. So they're so flexible. If you want to do laundry before you go for work, you can also do it, you see. And you're just working for 8 hours. You're not working for longer hours. You're just working from probably like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., which is quite fair, right? And then flexibility also. you're just working for 4 days, 3 days, or 2 days. You can either work from Thursday to Sunday, Friday to Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday. That means that I have 5 days to do everything that I want with my time. If I want to go hang out with the girls, I can hang out with them on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday. If I want to go visit my mom, I can do it between the week. If I have school, I can still go to school and still go to work. You see, like, if you have another business, you can attend to that business on weekdays, and on Saturday and Sunday do promo jobs. Like, they're so flexible. The kids in this apartment, oh my god. Advice to people that want to start promo: don't be afraid. Go for those jobs. Instead of staying home on the weekends, go for those jobs. They're so fun, I swear. Like, especially people that do in bar, I'm sure they are always having a time of their life, because imagine clubbing and selling at the same time. You're not even missing out on anything. You're having fun and you'll be paid at the end of the night. Right? Like, if you want to start promos, start now, start today. Ask your friends that are doing promos, how did you get this job? How can I get this job? What do I need to have? And most things that I know too, now that I'm doing promos, most people think that promos are a very low paying job, but the fact is promos are the best paying jobs that I know of. And most people that I know, they started off as promoters. Don't be afraid. If you want to start doing promo and you don't know how to start, this is the video for you. And if you're already in promo and you can notice that I missed something out, maybe you can just comment on the comments and share everything that you'd want other people to know about promos. But don't shy off. Go try. And if you go for an interview and you fail, that doesn't mean that when they send you another interview poster that you shouldn't go to all of them. Go to all of them. And another thing, guys, if you're already doing promos, I'm sure, like, I wouldn't be wrong when I say you should try other agencies. Try different agencies for different adventures. Like, if you're doing PZ Cassons and you want to do with Unilever, go and try an agency that works with Unilever. If you want to do probably like Ganya, I don't know how to say that name, try the agency that deals with those products. If you want events, try as much as possible going to agencies that do events. That's how you land jobs. And the more you're familiar with more people, the more it will be much easier for you to navigate. We've come to the end of the video. I hope everyone that's watching this video found this video helpful. And if you're already doing promo jobs, you can comment down below how your experience has been. And if I missed anything in this video, please comment down below so that everyone else can learn more about promo jobs. So it was nice creating this video for you guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on my next video. And if you like this video, you can watch all my previous videos. They're already on my profile. Don't forget to like this video, comment, share to anyone that might need to see this video. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for more videos. And if you've liked this video, you can watch my other videos on my profile. So until I see you next time, bye.